Hi, this is Steve Harper from YourCreativeLife.com, talking today about the power and importance of rereading your work. Now, if you're like me, you might get into the groove with your writing and feel like you move through it, and then you don't want to look back. You're like, I think it's good, I think it's good. But it is so important to reread and reread and reread. You've probably discovered, as I have, as millions of writers out there have, that typos and mistakes and errors can swoop in seemingly from nowhere. It's really important, especially in the professional space, that you catch those things. Now, on a show like our show, the show that I'm working on, there is someone called the script coordinator who is in charge of finding typos and fixing those sorts of things. But in the regular world and on a regular basis, it's super important that you, as the writer, take the care and the time, the painstaking moments to do your own proofreading and move your work to the next level. Now, the reason I'm sharing this today is that I just finished and turned in a script for the show that I'm on. And every time I gave myself the opportunity to reread the material, new things came out and floated to the surface that I recognized. Sometimes it was, oh, I thought I wrote a turn of phrase, but I left out a word. Or, oh, this is just misspelled. Or, I thought that exchange really worked between those characters, but I realize I'm missing a beat, I'm missing a moment that actually should be there to make complete sense of the construct of the scene or the relationship between the characters. There are so many things to find and refind as you read and read and read your work. Now, I don't have a specific recommendation for how many times to read your work, but I do have to say, again, often when I think I'm entirely done, I find brand new things. So just the other day, when I was ready to send my script in, I'd finished it the night before, woke up and decided, you know what, let me read it one more time. And in that final read, I found maybe a dozen things that I felt needed changing. Again, some typos, some style, some energy, some things I thought could improve. And so you want to find a balance between rereading enough times over and over so that you find as many typos and make it as smooth as possible, and not giving yourself the perfectionistic treatment that allows you never to let it go. Because I think on some level, for me, I have to balance these things between rereading enough times and also honoring my deadlines, which is actually probably a subject for another video. But at some point, pencils down, you got to send it in. And at the same time, honor your material with the opportunity to take a look at it over and over so that you get fresh eyes. And the other thing is, if you have other writers in your life who might give you fresh eyes, or loved ones who are good readers for your material, it's always good to pass that before somebody else so they can perhaps do some of that proofreading heavy lifting and help you find the things that you might otherwise want to correct. So read, 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 read. It's so important to read and reread your work so that you're finding all the things in there that are less than ideal, and making it as smooth and as readable as humanly possible without getting into perfection and perfectionism. I would love it if you enjoy this material here, to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. To like the video, to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and check out all the other videos with all the other interesting ideas and thoughts about the writing life. Also, check out yourcreativelife.com, which is the website that is sort of the hub for the Your Creative Life universe, where you can find free things like, on the free tab, a link to this channel, a link to the Secret Writer podcast, which is the podcast that I've been doing with my friend Nick Job, all about the writing life. There are episodes out there for you to enjoy on Apple Podcasts and other platforms. Check that out, like and subscribe, and let us know what topics you want to hear covered both on this channel and on the podcast. And also feel free to subscribe to the newsletter, the Your Creative Life newsletter that comes out monthly with interesting tips and tricks about living the writing life. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.